It's not all tough. Long distance relationships come with some surprising benefits, from deeper emotional connections to stronger independence. Let's talk about the silver linings of loving from afar. You're welcome to this episode of Finding Love. I am Grace Renner. Finding Love is a relationship and marriage show that instills the right foundation for marriage with the understanding that marriage is God's idea. It is a show for anyone who's ready for marriage or already married and desires to do marriage the way God has designed it, because marriage is God's idea. Thanks to all my returning subscribers. I really appreciate you. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Okay? Subscribe to my channel, like my video, share it to your friends and family. Leave me a comment. I'd like to know what you think about today's video. Okay? And the more you like and comment, the more YouTube algorithm will show it to more people. Okay, so please leave me a comment. And if you want me to give you a shout out, let me know in my comment section. Now, last week we started talking about long distance relationships, and we talked about what long distance relationship is, categories of long distance relationships, and why people engage in long distance relationships. We also talked about the challenges of long distance relationships and who should not engage in long distance relationships. Today, we'll be talking about the advantages of long distance relationships, and we'll be exploring some comparison between long distance relationships and in-person relationships. That will be right after this break, so do not go anywhere. I'll be right back. You're welcome back. So our anchor scripture for this series is 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 4, which says, "Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, love does not boast, love is not proud." Now let's go right into talking about the advantages of long distance relationships. Long distance relationships may seem tough, but they also have some unique benefits that can actually strengthen a relationship and encourage personal growth. Okay, and let's go right into highlighting them. Number one is deeper emotional connections. Now, with intimacy off the table, couples in long distance relationship tend to focus more on deep conversations, on trust, on meaningful conversations that actually improve the relationship. Another thing here under deep emotional connections is creative romance. Now, couples involved in long distance relationship get more creative with putting together romantic activities, from love letters to love emails to seeing a movie together online and things like that. So these things actually encourage deeper emotional connections and bring out the creativity in this couple in terms of romance. Number two advantage of long distance relationship is better communication. Now, couples in long distance relationship tend to communicate better. They communicate their boundaries, their expectations, their needs even clearer. Because of the distance, they tend to be very, very clear about what they need or do not need in a relationship. They tend to be very assertive and clear about the boundaries. Distance forces intentional and thoughtful communication. Number three advantage of long distance relationship is more appreciation for time together. Now, couples in long distance relationships tend to cherish each moment they spend together and hardly take it for granted. Every moment is special. The distance creates that anticipation to meet with your partner, and when they meet, it's more meaningful, it's stronger, they make every moment count. Number four advantage of long distance relationship is personal growth and independence. Now, with long distance relationship, you both have time to pursue your dreams, your goals, your hobbies, and other friendships while still maintaining a healthy and committed long distance relationship. And under this, it also helps with flexibility and focus. Without the constant need for in-person time together, you get to focus on your career, your school, your personal obligations, while still nurturing your relationship, a long distance relationship. Number five advantage of long distance relationship is built-in patience and commitment test. Long distance relationships often filters out superficial relationships. So if a long distance relationship lasts, it's because of the genuine bond, the genuine connection between these partners. So long distance relationship actually is a strong test for how genuine, how connected, how strong the bond is between both couples. And this also helps with stronger conflict resolution skills. Couples in long distance relationships are forced, to resolve their conflicts through communication alone. This now helps to over time build that conflict resolution management skills, which is very important in every relationship. Now we've just talked about five advantages of long distance relationships. I'm sure there are more. Please feel free to highlight them in the comment section. I'd like to learn more, and more people in the comment section would love to learn more as well. Now I want us to explore some comparison between long distance relationships and in-person relationships. So number one in this category is emotional bonding. Long distance relationships often have deeper emotional connections due to focused communication, unlike in person relationships where connections can often be taken for granted. Number two is communication. Long distance relationships are usually more intentional and verbal. In person relationships can rely on body language and non-verbal cues. Number three in this category is conflict resolution. Now, long distance relationship usually requires calm and clear dialogues to resolve conflicts, while in-person relationships can be immediate, however, can involve in-person reactions, or overreactions during conflict resolutions. Another category here is trust. Now, in long distance relationships, trust is usually very much required and would be tested oftentimes. While in person relationships, trust is definitely important, but reassurance is a lot easier. Another category for comparison here is independence. In long distance relationships, independence is usually high. Partners maintain personal space and can grow. While in person relationships, partners depend more on each other, so independence is usually low. They depend more on each other and joint routines. Another category for comparison is creativity in romance. Now, in long distance relationships, creativity in romance is usually high, from love letters to online movie dates, to love emails and things like that. In person relationships, creativity in romance is usually medium because physical presence becomes routine. Another category for comparison is time together. Now, in long distance relationships, time together can be more meaningful and more intentional, even though not frequent. But in person relationships, time together can be less meaningful and less intentional, but can be more frequent. Another category here for comparison is cost and logistics. Now, in long distance relationships, time zones, cost of traveling, stress of planning can be really stressful and expensive. But in person relationships, logistical barriers are minimal. And our last category for comparison here is relationship milestone. Now, in long distance relationships, relationship milestones may take longer to reach, from meeting family members, to even living together. That might take longer. In person relationships, progress can be more natural and quicker. Okay, so milestones can be reached quicker. With this, we've come to the end of today's episode of Finding Love. I hope you learned something. Please do well to share this video, to like this video, and leave me a comment. I'm here every Thursdays and Fridays for Finding Love. I'm also here on Sundays for a show I call Code for Easy Living. Please show up on Sundays as well and watch my videos, like it, share it to your friends and loved ones. Singles Hangout 6 is here, and we're introducing Heaven's Match, a matchmaking show. Okay, kindly check the description corner to see how you can be a part of this event. or this wonderful experience. Also, whose outreach, the charity arm of this ministry, we're in need of your support. So, in any way that you can, whether in kind or in cash, it will be highly appreciated. Please check the description corner as well to see how you can be a part of this project. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.